Hello, I'm Phil Boswell. I'm the SNP candidate for Coatbridge, Christen and Bellshill, and I'm standing because I believe we need change in Scotland. And the best thing we can do is send as many MPs south to Westminster as possible to ensure that Scotland has stronger representation in government.
I'm voting for Phil because he's a local man and because he has the same beliefs and principles that I do. Phil believes that austerity is not working for the people of Scotland and for the people of Coatbridge. And I think that the Westminster parties are pursuing the wrong policy when it comes to austerity. They're hitting the poorest and the sick in society, and I think that's not fair.
He is a good man who's going to stand up not only for the people of Coatbridge, Christen and Bellshill, but he's also going to stand up for the whole of Scotland. When you look at other candidates in the area and then you look at Phil, you just know he is the right choice. He is anti-austerity, he is against the brutal Westminster agenda of more cuts on vulnerable people, and I think that's what we need in Scotland, is just be protected from more Westminster austerity.
The policies that he's standing up for are particularly important, and that includes the anti-austerity policies, because enough's enough, and also the anti-trident as well policies. I'm really keen to support Phil in becoming elected as our Westminster candidate to take those two policies in particular forward.
He wants to work hard for the community. He sees the deprivation that we have, he sees the unemployment that we have, and he really is interested in making a change. He's not just going to go down to Westminster and disappear. He wants to get involved with the local people, and for me that's what's important.
I know Phil because we both went to the mighty citadel of improvement and potential known as St Ambrose Roman Catholic Secondary, which is now, I believe, a car park next to Blair Hill Station. And I also have very good memories of Phil as an intelligent, sensitive man. He was about as rubbish as football as I was. So people who were basically no good at football were basically the intelligent bohemia of St Ambrose School, and so we would find ourselves in corners having interesting conversations about how the world works. So I'm really not surprised that he stepped up to the plate and has decided to become a representative again. It's funny, it just does not surprise me at all, and I think it's great news for Coatbridge.
I've known the family Boswells for a long time in Coatbridge. I was at school with his little brother, and all his family have been friends ever since. I believe he's passionate and cares about Coatbridge as a community and try to bring work and sort out this nonsense of austerity package that Labour and the Tories have agreed on. And I think he'll help the community move forward and actually give us a chance in Christen, Bellshill and Coatbridge to be a better place to live for the future of kids as well.
I want my children to grow up in a society that is fair and inclusive, and not punishing those on the outskirts of our society.
The Westminster are absolutely terrified of the SNP coming into power because we want change. We know that the Tories and Labour aren't about change because nothing's changed, they just keep going on and on. The SNP are going to change things, and a lot of my friends have said to me down south, oh, I wish we had the SNP here, because we would vote for them. I'm
actually a member of the Scottish Green Party, but I'm voting SNP at this election because I think it's quite clear under the Westminster system that we have, first past the post, it's not proportional, that we've got to send a strong Scottish presence.
I've switched from being a Labour, not a member but a supporter, and always voted for Labour all through my adult life. Two reasons. My father was an avid Labourite, a Red Clydesider, and he died in 2000, but after that was the Iraq War, which got me thinking more about politics at that time with Tony Blair and the weapons of mass destruction and the lies around that.
Collectively, we can deliver a strong voice for Scotland. We have voted Labour for so long now, and we look around and nothing's really changed, and it's when you look at Scotland and what the SNP-led Scottish Government has done, and you just think we can help deliver that not only for Scotland but for across the UK as well when we hold the balance of power at Westminster, which is exactly what we'll do.
Well, I'm voting SNP because I think Scotland deserves a bigger voice in the UK Parliament. I don't feel as though we're heard, where if we've more representatives down there, I think we'll have a stronger voice and a better say in what goes on in the country.
The other parties have their hierarchy to answer to in London, and the SNP don't have that. They answer to the people of Scotland, period. So there's only one party for me who will stand up for Scotland's needs, and that's the SNP, plain and simple.
We need to be providing a legacy for these guys, and I think the first step in the process to do that is to vote for the SNP, and in Coatbridge, Christon and Bellshill that means voting for Phil Boswell. Phil gets my vote. What about you guys?
Vote for Phil. Vote for Phil.
Vote for Phil.
I'm voting for Scotland, and for a better Scotland, for a fairer Scotland, and that Scotland takes its place in the world again and becomes a nation that's represented.